Hi, y'all. I'm on YouTube. Hi. Now, I'm wondering how I can share this. You know what? Hmm. Oh, you know what? I'll just tell everybody on the phone. Okay. Just let everybody know. Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is me again, Theodore Beaulieu. Listen, I'm coming to you. It's 3:33. Wonderful. You know what? Hold on. Oh, everybody's put up their products. Hello, everyone. I'm live on YouTube. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm just going to make myself comfortable. I'm going to talk about, I'm only want to talk about the Hoodoo Tarot only because I was able to make a really nice presentation, um, so I can share the cards and then how I interpret them, but also too, mm, we discuss it. Interpretive. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. Now, mind you, let me put the link. I'm going to put the link to my. Okay, now how do I share this? Share the link to my account. Here we go. I want to share it. Share. Happy link. And there we go. Oh! And it shows that I'm live. Absolutely. So I'm just going to share the link and paste it there. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, how lovely. All right, very good. And for those that can't catch it later, then, well, they catch it later. They don't catch it live. This is taking some getting used to. It is. But this is I feel this is going to be one of my first kind of professional, like, um, group, wouldn't point like professional like postings. I really like it. But listen, look at what I can do. This is so amazing. And hold on. I'm going to grab it. Watch this. Look at it. Mhm. Instead of having to hold up the cards, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna scoot on over here. Ain't that wonderful? It's a slide. Now, mind you, that's the Hoodoo Tarot presentation. Now, look at it. Now, mind you, here we go. Here are my old cards right here. Look how old they are. They so old. Look at them. Oh, hold on. Oh, I see y'all chatting. Hey, Janae. Hi, honey. Well, I got a reading in 3 hours. I had a series of reading this morning, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. I think the full moon is still affecting people. It is. Well, they got me. So, listen, to help them through. Hi, honey. But listen. Hey, Janae. Look at that. Look at him. Now, that's the mother of baskets right there. But listen, as I go about, we're going to read the Hoodoo Tarot card, but also too, if y'all want readings on here, and if you don't mind, this is going public. I have to let you know that this is going to be public. If you don't mind readings, public readings, you can. Mm. Just let you know, it's public. Don't nobody care. If for entertainment purposes, anyway. Let me go and pull my turban down so I can be nice and comfortable. Okay, let's get nice and comfortable. All right, now the Hoodoo Tarot, of course, was of course a wonderful tarot card system created in order. Now, watch this. In case if you can't see it, watch full screen. Gives you the time by looking at my face. You don't have to see my face all the time. Now that's Tayannah Lee McQuillar. She created right there. You see her, and it was drawn. The artwork is by Katelan Foisy. Absolutely wonderful. And oh, listen, hold here. I thought this was so beautiful. It was dedicated to her grandmother, Gladys Hagels Smith, born in 1934, and passed on to her great reward in 2019. So this was absolutely dedicated from to one of her elders. I'm gonna tell you something. The thing about this, now mind you, case in point, I always read from these playing cards. Now I'm going to create a guide to teach you how to read playing cards too. Now, this is what we read from. Usually as a hoodoo conjurer, we read from these cards. That or from black bones, sometimes found objects. We call those found objects. We basically call um, Daddy just called them no, not found spirit bones, or just spirit. Now, found objects, when you're using divination from found objects, you have to understand as low country people, we walk a whole lot. We walk everywhere. I don't drive. Daddy know how to drive, and Nana know how to drive, but I don't know how to drive. So when you walk me about, especially going on your spiritual quest, looking for natural roots, foraging for natural roots in and around our area, you'll find the strangest little things. I even one time found an eagle feather. I gave it to Daddy, but I even one time found an eagle feather. My phone's still on. There we go, honey. And I gave it to my grandfather. I found buttons. One time I found, several times I found 1920 coins. I found a buffalo nickel that had a hole in it. I found a mercury dime that had a hole in it, dated 1919. I still have that one. It's back there in my drawers. I still have that one. When I presented it to Daddy, I think I was going to the Circle K. I presented it to him. I took a long way around the Circle K. Didn't want to come directly back home. When I showed him to him, he said, "You know what? That belonged to a conjure man or conjure woman." And he said, Spirit meant that for you." He sure did. The mercury dimes back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, when they really had silver in them, they were thought to be extremely protective, very, very protective, extremely. And so it was nothing back then to see major conjure women and major conjure men would have them with red string tied around their left foot or their left hand. Okay. That was to bring them mojo, to bring them good luck. And it still works. Um, we'll get into that one day very soon, on how to bless Mercury dimes as well as Buffalo nickels, to bless them, to go ahead on call light unto them, all go ahead on and call spirit unto them, so that they can bring you good luck. Some people actually sell them. I know there's one young man named Hoodoo Moses. He sells blessed Mercury dimes. He absolutely sells them. Hmm. So that being said, when I first discovered these cards, I just thought, see, look at that. And mind you, this PDF is exactly the book. Now, mind you, when you buy the cards, you're going to get a booklet to go with your cards. This is a PDF of the booklet itself. And you see that? See right there? That's that's Black Herman, and that's the real picture of Black Herman. I have my book that's here too. That's in over there with my things. I like to refer to it from time to time. Now, I know you can't read it because it's a little too small, but we're just going to get to the cards. Hmm. Child, we don't get to the cards until like slide 30. Here we go. Because she said, now mind you, right here, see see about your folks' ancestor readings. Hmm. Now, the ancestor readings usually is and or about. Um, she gives you like one, two, three, or four. This is basically the formation of the reading itself. Now, mind you, of course, when you're reading for folks, so any type of reading, you always, like I do, always ask for their permission. to let people know and let their ancestors know that you mean them good, you mean them no harm. But you have to also understand that you're dealing, more than likely, you're dealing with the spirit of a person that is not of our time. Our ancestors, for the most part, had some sense. They had home training. You don't walk up in somebody's house without asking permission to come in. You don't go shaking somebody's hand unless you tip your hat or you say, "How do you do? My name is such and such," and you reach out your hand. That's just a salutation, definitely. Now, at the very front of the book, she's going to give you an idea, a suggestion of how to read this cards for ancestor readings. I never necessarily follow it. Now, don't put that thing on me. That's the cat to catch a trick hand, a trick spirit, to catch a trick. Now, one, two, three. Now, mind you, that's a five spirit all the way around. What it means to catch a trick, to see if you have bad mojo on you, to see if something's on your person, and to also understand where it's coming from. Now, knowing me, hey Tamara, honey. No, hi, baby. Now, when it comes to me, baby, I don't need no cards to do that. I'll pretty much just know because I'm nosy. Very. I take pride in saying that because I'm in the low country. You know what? Now that's now the right doc. The right doc reading. Right doc readings are usually done with Corey shells. It's either called right doc, doctor, witch doctor, or tell me something good. Now those readings are usually done with Corey shells, black cat bones, sometimes with turtle dice as well as chicken bones, or basically with hoodoo tarot cards. Now that's a very specific reading. Um, I don't know how we do that with cards, though. You can't do that with cards. Either you do that psychically, or you have to have found objects, especially dice. And in those found objects, you have to have two dice because one dice is gonna give you a past, the other dice is gonna give you present or future, depending on the number that they land on. But maybe that's something I can, because if you read it intuitively, you'll understand it. But usually that's something I do psychically on my own. Now, also in Mr. Quayla book, the Hoodoo Tarot book, you will have "Gonna Catch a Bird." That's an old saying and understanding. I'm gonna find a lover, gonna catch a lover, gonna catch a heart, or gonna catch that imagining unto me. Gonna catch that heart and hold it unto mine. Take that heart and put it in that red line velvet box and keep it someplace safe and sound. This, now mind you, that's a five-card draw too. Notice that they're all five-card draws. Now mine are six-card draws, three on top, three on the bottom. But I use these cards to conjure too as well. If I have cards that are upside down or reversed, I'm not gonna leave them cards like that. Why is you reversed? Who made you like that? What the hell's going on? Mm, no, honey. Hell no. That's bad news. Just to sit there. What type of doctor, what type of spirit worker would I be? Leaving that card sitting there. It looks very precarious. It looks like something's wrong with it. I have to know what the hell is going on. I must know. I think that's irresponsible for you to leave that card like that. You see what I'm saying? That's very irresponsible to leave the card, somebody, and it's a sitter sitting in front of you, a young lady, young man, and they see that card. Oh, well, T, the card upside down. We gonna fix it. I get three chances. The card is already there. I get three more chances to see what's going on. And that spirit is gonna give me a narrative. Now, the first card we have is, hold on. First card we have is a Freeman card. Now, y'all, I'm gonna pull out my cards because I know you can't see these, but hopefully you'll be able to see mine. The card I have. Now, the Freeman card is unconventional life. Beautiful unconventional life. He's a conjure man. But I'm gonna tell you what's all in that card, though. hmm Child, I'm gonna have to rename this too. I am. Gonna have to rename it. There you go, Black Hermit. Child, I thought I had lost you last night. Here we go. Because I thought I had lost Black Hermit. Here we go. Now that's how. Can you see him? All right. Now, right there. Oh, never mind my nails. I ain't got a pedicure. Now, right there. He's a conjureman. Look at him. Go ahead and look at him. You see how he's coming from the ward, from the mausoleum right there. That's a mausoleum, baby. We call it crypt, above ground crypt, and you see how that crypt is cracked open. Now he's a conjureman. Now mind you, he's also a necromancer. He knows how to take life from that graveyard more so than anybody can do. And I'm gonna tell you something. It takes a very special person to do that. Oh well, since we're talking about it, shit. Hey Nene, hi baby. Since we're talking about it, let's go and talk about it. If you gonna do great, hi. Oh baby, thank you. It's good to have you here. Now listen, talk about graveyard work. I hope you two don't mind. Listen, I'm gonna take a little smoke. Switch the sweets. I like them because I don't have my pipe. I have to start taking my cigar pipe like my granddaddy. We both smoke tobacco, but the only thing about it, pipe has soot in it. And I'm having a custom made ivory tobacco pipe. It's handsome. Cost me a pretty penny. It'll be from Oregon in about 2 weeks. That's a beautiful pipe. But I still have to have my tobacco. Listen to me. Hey Adele. Hi, baby. Whenever you go into the graveyard, it is, I beseech unto you, please follow my instructions. I'm going to tell you just like my granddaddy told me. Grandmama don't go in the graveyard. She says people will follow her. She knows the precautions. Some people don't like it. Me and granddaddy, because we are um we're part of Palo, that old tradition from the Congo. Though Palo Mambe, it's in our blood. We talk to people outside of skin all the time. Nana does too. The graveyard, she just doesn't like to go. It creeps her out. When you go in the land of Papagette, when you go, I want you to go. Now, mind you, before you go, I need for you to get you some change in your pocket. Get you 4 quarters, 4 nickels, 4 dimes, and an assortment of 12 pennies, 12, 13 pennies, a handful of pennies. Pennies in the graveyard is so beautiful. They will get you everything you need. Everything. Now, when you first walk in that graveyard, it may get you a trowel. Listen, baby, can't you get you little a buckskin little, like in your pocketbook or your little, get you a backpack, a pack of lunch, pack something to snack on. Now I know you're gonna think it's funny. Why the heck would I be eating in the graveyard? If you're comfortable, have a snack. Them folks not gonna bother you. If you go up and down, now mind you, when you first go up in there, get your trowel. Go behind that gate. When you first come through that gate, you say, Papa Gede, I'm here, or Baron Simonde, I'm here to do business. And I'm gonna give you some money. Dig a hole. You don't have to be deep. Just flip over that dirt with or you get you a big old soup spoon. If you ain't get a trowel, get a soup spoon. Flip over that dirt. Flip it over. Drop 1 quarter, 1 penny, 1 nickel, 1 dime, one of each. Listen, if you have the gold dollars, put one up in there. He'll give it back to you. You give Papa Getty or Baron Simone $1, he'll make sure you have 100. He'll bless you. Put $1 now with the gold ones. Put it up in there. Y'all saying that's too much. Okay. But don't use paper money. Don't nobody like paper money. The spirits have found paper money on the ancestor altar, but not out and about doing spirit work. Out and about doing the rounds, doing work. Them spirits don't. They're not your family. We're gonna do good by them so they become our friends. So go pit money and put that dirt right over it. Walk to that area where you're first coming in and say, Papa Getty, I done paid you. Now show me a spirit that can help me because you know why I'm here. Papa Getty, you know why I'm here. I'm either here to get some graveyard dirt, go for dust. I'm here to get dust for a lover. I'm here to take care of my family, make new friends. I need help in this spirit, and I need good spirits I can count on. Papa Getty I already know who they is. You think he don't? He already know. That whole graveyard, that's his land. That's him. He owns all of it. And everybody in that graveyard is behested unto him. And he knows that everybody's sins, everybody's likes, and when they win skin, he will guide you, especially if you're spiritually sensitive. He'll guide you to the right one. What time is it? 4 o'clock? So I got a reading at 6. Hold on. I have an evening reading. I'm just gonna make sure because girl, I've been late a few times to my readings. Not too late. I'm not unprofessional like that. But I feel so bad because you see how this phone do? I pressed on it. It don't even want to open. Open up. Come on now. What you thinking about? Just a brand new phone too. 6 p.m. I got plenty of time. He said 6 p.m. I got time. All right, because we got 3 hours to be on here. I don't think StreamYard let us be 3 hours on here. I think it's 2 hours. Yes, it will. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, now listen. Papa Getty will guide you, especially if you're spiritually inclined. He'll let you know. Now, when you walk in, what I want you to do now, make sure you have a night. Hey, pressure cooker. Hi, honey. Hey, Adele. Hey, everybody. Papa Getty will let you know. Now, of course, now if you have on your mojo, have on a nice red mojo, red mama jamma, just to protect yourself. But Papa Getty will protect you as long as you pay him. He'll protect you. Now, what a red mama jamma consists of, honestly, we're going to have a little bit of valerian root, about a teaspoon, camphor, the camphor squares, 10 drops of frankincense, a teaspoon of sulfur. You hear that? Mhm. Teaspoons of sulfur, one piece of obsidian. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and put that in a plastic bag and put that bag inside of a mojo bag and hang that around your neck. All right. And just hang that around your neck. All right. Now that's going to protect you and make sure you're safe. Have that, keep that around your neck at all times. That we call them red mama pajamas. All they're going to do is help you and keep you safe, but also to keep you from being projected on, keep you from the evil eye, keep you basically being spiritually sound. They definitely, absolutely will help you. Absolutely. Now, when you're in the graveyard, what I want you to do is after you pay Papa Getty, I want you to open your mind up, not too open. Relax. Take that backpack. I hope the sun is out. And I want you to walk slower. Hopefully you have comfortable shoes. And I want you to walk slow. Now, for me, a cemetery is very relaxing. It's one of the most peaceful places on earth. So peaceful. And just walk alone. Just go and walk alone. Just walk alone. Hmm. Hold on. Let me take this down. Well, y'all can see me anyway. Okay, most of all, just hear my voice. Now, Papa Gede or your ancestors, because every time you're in the cemetery, if you're spiritually inclined, more than likely you'll feel your ancestors around you, even if the cemetery don't have nothing to do with them. You'll feel them around you because they're in spirit as well. Just walk alone. Walk on alone. Slowly. Slowly. You'll get an inkling. For everybody, it's different. Now, one thing I want you to do You get an inkling on who to work with. Now, find the oldest section of that cemetery. I forgot to tell you this. The oldest section. Find the youngest one. Find a baby's tombstone. A lot of them are going to have little lambs on them, little angels on them. Find the youngest one, and from them, just walk by and see who a little spirit reaches out to you. For them, you'll leave them, dig a little dirt from up in front of that tombstone, and leave them some change. That'll be a blessing for them. From the youngest to the oldest. First, we're gonna make an offering to the youngest, to one of the young babies. Their lives were snatched. They didn't have a chance to live. We're gonna give them a little love and care. So go to the one, find the oldest. A lot of them are 1840s, 1850s. 6 years old, 5 years old, 2 years old. Leave that baby some change. Also, too, I'm gonna tell you something. Before you leave, sometimes I like to leave them little cars, little toys. If it's a little, bring a like a little cheap little doll or a cheap little car. Leave them some change in the car, and I'm gonna tell you why. You do that, depending on that child's spirit, especially if it's a toy. Leave it right by that gravestone, right by that tombstone. Don't you move it. That's that gift. That whole cemetery will open up to you. And as you walk, you leave that baby his gift, his or her gift. Just mosey on along, moseying along, moseying along, and you're gonna feel that whole cemetery open up. You're gonna feel people watching you, smiling, wanting to shake your hand. That cemetery, it's like the people that they come out to say hello because they know you're kind and you have a good heart. Because you do. Now, after you can talk to the baby, you have to talk. Just leave them, and then if you want to, put a little pebble on their tombstone. Now leave that baby alone. Now let's know we got because we have work to do. hmm Mosey on alone. Now, pretty soon after you've done that, you're going to feel an inclination, and they're just going to guide you to different tombstones. Hold on, everybody. Just a minute. Hold on. Devil show is busy. These people around here, they don't have no respect for nobody, not even themselves. I had to go out there and calm that noise, calm your noise down. And they calm the hell down too. And then they're gonna walk around looking scared all day. I'm making a presentation. Carry your pussy on. Not here. And not don't disturb my peace, cause I disturb yours. Now they've all both of them. They don't went away now. Um, Go ahead on, and that cemetery will open up for you. It'll open up for you. Now you're gonna feel, you're gonna feel you're drawn to certain areas. Just open your mind, not too open. Your ancestors with you. Also, too, tell your ancestors to come to you. Choose one. If it's your grandma, this is my coffee. Ooh, it's not too hot. Tell your ancestor to come with you. One, just one, like a grandmama. I have my grandmama Ruby come with me. Grandmama Ruby, we coming. We shopping. We hunt for talent. We is. We hunt for talent, mama. Come out with me. That's we are. Now, you're gonna feel your grandmama, you're gonna feel your ancestor spirits really beautifully, really, really wonderfully. Here we go. Now, you ready? You're going to be led to certain tombstones. You got your change. You left that baby a toy. Listen, now if you want to leave more than one child a toy, the more the better. My granddaddy usually would have, the little Hot Wheel cars you get from Family Dollar. They have a whole plastic pack full of them. It don't cost them but $3. Like have 6 or 7 of them, little plastic little cars, little trucks. They ain't nothing. There's 6 babies. There's 6 babies, and he got plenty of change. 6 babies, he can leave toys. Now, if it's a little girl, a little doll, they have them little baby, little pixie dolls. They don't cost them but $3 at the dollar store. He has a whole pack in his shuffle backpack. I'm the one that got to carry it. I don't mind because it usually have everything in it, so I have quick access to all of his stuff. But usually he'll make a stop. Oh, you're very welcome, Nina. He'll make a stop at other people. He'll make a stop, especially with the kids. My grandparents love babies. They wish I'd have a baby, but I don't have a womb. Mm-mm. And that's not my predilection, but I may have one soon, and then she'll be so happy. But anyway, only the good Lord knows, honey. Now, after you done that, after you done take care of the babies, you done fed them, you done taken care of them, you done looked after them, you give them love and care. Then what I want you to do is just walk around and feel all around you. Just tend to the graveyard, tend to it, tend to your steps. You're going to be led. You're going to find yourself. What's that over there? Ooh, I'm very curious. And don't worry about walking over people's. Just walk gently. If you have to, just walk gently. Or like Daddy do. Excuse me. I don't mean to walk on you. Excuse me. Say it all the time. They know you're being respectful. They in the ground, baby. They don't care. Just don't be stomping around. That's disrespectful. But say excuse me, whatever. What's exactly. Now, you want to be led to one. And if you're led to one, I want you to stand there. Don't give nothing. Make sure that as you look at that tombstone, look at the date, the name. Don't you say the name out loud. You don't know that person. That's one thing you don't do. And I see people do it all the time. You're giving air and life to names that don't belong to you. They're not your family. Now, Papa Getty, you done paid him. He gonna keep him from following you. But let's say if you don't take the precautions of Papa Getty following your back, protecting you while you're in his country, while you're in his you're in his space. You say that name on that tombstone. That tombstone, that spirit line will follow you. You're probably the first person, especially if it's an old tombstone, like in the 1800s. You're the first person to say that person's name in maybe over 100 years. You don't think they're gonna follow you home. And if they're not very nice people, then you're gonna be in trouble. They can turn very tricksterous. Now, that being said, don't say the name. Get a feeling. Just stand up. Hey, JS, just stand up and say, I need help, whatever you need help in. I need help. I have somebody that's on my back and I want to get them off. They're not good to me. Or I like this girl, this boy, and I really love them, but they ain't paying no attention to me. Can you help me, please? Kindness will get you a long ways. Remember, these are just people without skin. If you're being nice and kind and pleasing, thank you. It's not to get you get more bees with honey than you absolutely with vinegar. Only thing that draws vinegar draws vinegar. Only the thing that draws vinegar draws is flies, and flies don't like it too much. If they receive it, you're gonna feel a chill up your spine, or just an annotation. Yes, I will help you. Okay, I got money for you. You're gonna know to leave change down, and don't distrust it. Learn to trust yourself. If you're gonna be in the spirit game, you're gonna have to learn how to trust yourself. There's no such thing as coincidence when it comes to spirit work. There's synchronicities. That everything happens exactly how it should be happening. Absolutely. You're going to learn to trust yourself. You have to, because only you can understand what God is telling you. Only you can understand what ancestors are telling you in that specific way for you to understand. Don't ever dissuade anything that you're being told or anything that you don't understand. Don't be dissuaded. It's real. If it popped up in your head for whatever reason, listen to it, because I would say 9 out of 10 chance it's meant to be there. Follow that breadcrumb trail inside your head and see where it leads. More than likely, it's going to lead you to a solution of a problem that you've been thinking on, haunting on, worried about, conceptualizing, and there's no help to be had. Solutions right there. Consider it. Now, excuse me. Now, if you feel that that spirit is going to help you, now, if that spirit is not going to help you, you won't feel nothing. Don't doubt it. Say, well, thank you. Now, we'll pick up a pebble nearby and leave it right there on that tombstone. That spirit drew you there for a reason. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. This doesn't happen all the time. When you go about presenting your issues to someone in spirit, there are sometimes they'll just want you to walk in front of in front of their space, and they've already made up their mind they're going to help you because you were drawn there, but you didn't leave an offering. You didn't feel like you needed one, or didn't feel that they don't didn't feel that they're going to help you, but they will. I can't tell you how many times I felt a spiritual essence around me, and I feel like 2 or 3 spirits helping with one job, and I know the one I paid, but who are the other two? Through the years, I began to understand. Sometimes spirit people don't like you know what they're doing, especially if it's good. Leave a pebble on that tombstone. They don't want nothing in return. The fact that you're there, you're holding space for them is good enough. But I will say something. If you suspect that the spirit person in front of you has assisted you and not really asked for anything in return, go back later and give them and pay them and give them some change if you suspect it. That doesn't happen often. Everybody works for money, whether you're in skin or outside of skin. Everybody is Hoodoo is reciprocal. It's about reciprocity. You wash my hands, I wash yours. You look out for me, I look out for you. You take care of me, I take care of you. Mhm. Hoodoo is extremely reciprocal, very, very much so. Like a lot of y'all bless me with readings because, well, I love it because I like being in your business and giving you the business and letting you know what the hell is going on, so you can live your lives the way you like to. That's part of the blessing, and that's what you're paid for. But many of you, by supporting me, not only do you get wisdom, a lot of y'all, and this is for people that are gonna watch later. Now, put in the comments if this has happened to you. Your lives turn out better, drastically better, drastically better, because you blessed me, and my ancestors sure the hell gonna bless you. Your ancestors led you to me, and my ancestors gonna bless you for blessing me. Not only do you get the wisdom, changing your lives the way you need to, but you get an added bonus to it. Called reciprocity. That's why if you want a blessing from your ancestors, you have to go ahead on and leave a few offerings on that altar. If you want your life to be sweet, leave them a slice of sweet cake. If you want your life to be savory and delicious with love and care, leave the ladies some chocolate. Maybe a nice red rose, a red or two red roses, one white rose. If you want love in your life, give them the accoutrements of love. That's what it's about. Reciprocity. Share unto me and share unto thee, and I shall share unto you. I don't care if they're your people. It's just the right thing to do. Listen, what you say, Nitty? Get the money to get ready from you. I'm coming soon. Oh, honey. Oh, thank you. Absolutely. It's about reciprocity. That's all it's really about. Now, that being said, sometimes if you walk in front of a tombstone with a spirit person, because that spirit is gonna rise and gonna be around you, most of the time you'll be fed, you'll be led and understanding, okay, I'm gonna get this change. I know they're gonna help me. Now, this is a cemetery with your own ancestors laying peacefully. Go to them first. You better not go to no strangers. They're not really strangers, honey. In the spirit world, there's no such thing as strangers. Money exchange hands, energy exchange hands, mojo exchange hands. That's a potential new ally. And what I love about dealing with spirit folks in that rarefied space is that a lot of times ain't nobody been to come to see them. Nobody's been to see them for years. The family that once was, let's say if that cemetery, if that tombstone is 1843, the last people to come to see them was over 100, almost 200 years ago. And you know, now mind you, there are other descendants in there that are further down the line. They have people to them all the time. That's their people. The people that belong to this man and this woman, they gone. They right next to them. Ain't nobody in the living thinking about them. And here you come with your hands out, with love and care in your eyes and a good heart. You don't think they're not going to be interested? I don't know you. Hi. Hello. And then, because when you sit there and you sit there in that exchange, a lot of things happen. I've felt it over and over. I felt it before. A lot of things happen. You can feel the refreshing understanding of, wow, hello, hello. It's nice to meet you. They're so grateful. I remember when I started making the red petites for everybody. Girl, I made like 60 of them. Sent them out for free. I was testing them out to see, because usually a repetit, you sit in front of somebody, you make them. I don't know half of y'all. I've never sent them up. I've never sent none of y'all. Some of y'all I have, but most of y'all know. That's for the few folks that are going to see this thing later. Some of y'all I've met. Most of y'all I haven't met. Hmm. Hmm. I haven't met you, but I sent them. I made like 50. I took 10 of them. About 10. I left 10 at the cemetery. At Old Calgary, Calgary Cemetery in Youngstown, Ohio, where I came from. Hmm. Lord, we getting so far off track. I'm so sorry, but because when you deal with cemetery business, it's very very important. Be cordial. Pay your way. If you feel a spirit wants to help you, say thank you. Pay them. Dig that dirt up with that big soup spoon or that trowel to put that dirt to the side, put that change in the dirt, put that dirt over it. Now I done paid you. Help me. And they will help you. I'm going to tell you something. And I want you to hear me. That problem you worried about, by the time you leave that cemetery, you just may get a call on your phone telling you it's solved. You want that job and they ain't calling you back. You just may get a call back before you leave, before you exit out the cemetery. They work fast, especially if you come with full hands. People like to get paid, whether in skin or not. They like to be paid what they weigh. And you done left gifts for those babies. They're children of the cemetery. You took care of them, and they definitely appreciate that. Now, mind you, we took care of the children for one reason, because they're babies and they may be earthbound. That's a sad thing to have a child that's earthbound. It's sad for an adult, but it's really sad for a child. And and leaving that gift there, probably the only gift, probably the only sense of kindness they've received in a long time, it will affect them. And sometimes go ahead and remind them of that light. Absolutely. And have them cross on over. But if anything, they know that somebody in this world cares about them, or somebody in this world thought about them, or somebody in this world presented kindness to them. That kindness, don't you ever underestimate it. It is the strongest force of nature in the spirit world. Kindness is the strongest force of reciprocity that there is. Kindness can get you everything you need. If it comes from the heart, it will change your life in the spirit world. Just being kind. There we go. Now, I had to explain that. So, because I had to let you know what he doing. That's what he doing. See, the Freeman, he knows the cemetery very well, but he's a conjurer. Okay. Now, mind you, he walked into that mausoleum. Now, that mausoleum has ward on it. And I'm gonna tell you something, Miss McQuillar, she know her business. The wards were some of the most evil people in the deep south. I cannot tell you how many black people they ran off their land. There was oil on it, or trying to dissuade them, trying to go ahead and rob them, forcing them, having the Klan and the sheriffs and the local municipalities forcing these black folks off their land probably that their great ancestors bought them. The first thing that they were able to buy since being freed slaves. These people didn't give a damn. Ward, WARD. They did that. They got rich from it, and then buying the land for pennies on the dollar, because the people had forfeited it. They ran. They left. Evil people. But he walked in this mausoleum, and he got something in that mason jar. You see that word on there? You probably can't read it. WARD. You see, he got something that made in that jar. I wonder what he got. Now, if he went and opened up one of them crypts. Now that's a crypt. Open up one of them old stone coffins, because they heavy as hell. And he grabbed a left hand, just snap, broke it off, and put it inside that jar. That's the hand of glory. Now, mind you, but that's only for a murderer or a thief. But they were thieves. I thought about that. That's probably exactly what he got too. That's probably exactly what he got. Because they were none but thieves. He probably got a hand of glory. Now, ain't nothing else gonna be in there because it's a body that's decrepit. That hand gonna be there. That's probably what's in that jar, the hand of glory. Hand of glories, if made the right way, costs a lot of money. And in the right circles, the right occult circles, the right hoodoo circles, somebody will pay you up to $15,000 for one, if they know you know what you're doing. Hand of glories are extremely expensive. It takes risks to make them, and it takes a half a year, about a 6 months to 12 months to really fortify that hand, to really make sure that hand really truly, just snapping that hand off that cadaver, that's not gonna work. That spirit gonna come and try to get it and take your life with it. I can't believe I'm telling y'all how to do this. Don't y'all go no grave robbing. But this is hoodoo. I'll tell you a little bit of it. I have the rest behind a paywall on Patreon. My Patreon is Timeless Hoodoo. I can tell y'all on now. Can't nobody say nothing on now. hmm Don't you go grave robbing at all. If you really want to make a hand of glory, go to mm, go buy one. At curio shops, you'll find them every once in a while. You don't really need one. Oh, I'll tell you behind the paywall because I can't say it on here because I don't. Oh, there go old crow. See, that's a raven. They be knowing. Get away from that nest. They trying to get in that bird nest. The sparrows made that nest. You better get out of here. Get on out of here. The sparrows made that nest. Get out of here. I'm looking at you. Whatever. Talking and complaining. Tell it to your mama. Them sparrows just made that nest. I watched them baby sparrows make that pretty nest. Them old damn ravens trying to come and get it. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. Better leave that little sparrow nest alone. They just made that nest for their babies. Here they come, try to eat the eggs. Better get your thieving behind on out of here. Anyway, now, see, as soon as we started talking about that, you see that? That left hand of glory is powerful. We were just talking about it. And here the crows come thieving, trying to take that sparrow's nest. You see how we were just talking about it. You see how that spirit is. That hand of glory is powerful. And if you make one, I could teach you how to make one too, but not on here. Mm-mm. You got to come on to Patreon and come on with come. Maybe yeah, I'll have it on Patreon. Yeah, I have it on there because I can't talk about it on here. But I bet you this is what he's making. I bet you that's what he's making. Anyway, when this card comes up, this is an unconventional life. It's a life that's unconventional. A life that, because see, this is meant to be the fool's card in the hoodoo deck. But Mr. Freeman is not no fool. Look at him. Look at him. Freeman card. Hold on. Let me see if I can pick this up here like that so the whole screen. There we go. So you can get look at it a little bit better. You see a little bit better. See, that's the fool card. But he's not no fool. He's not a fool at all. Not at all. Now, mind you, his weed is Jimson weed. Now, what I like about the Hoodoo Tarot is that they have the roots that actually go with the Freeman cards. That's Jimson weed, definitely. Now, with him, he make more money than everybody. Probably drive a nice Packard, 1921 Packard. Probably got a nice big house, eating good food, plenty of food. Probably got all the pretty girls after him, because that's what conjure men do. When they not conjuring, because they know magic so well, they casting magic on y'all to get between your legs. Leave him alone. You see a conjure man, y'all look down. Don't even look him in the eyes. He done got you. Before you know it, he'll have you all tipsy on them hurricanes or them little Shirley Temples. And now you headed on back to his place. You'll put a baby, try to put a baby in you. Leave him alone. Because they listen, they will try. Every conjure man has about 15, 11 children, by thousands of them. He trying to pass on that destiny, that magic. Be fruitful and seed the earth. Listen. But anyway, he literally, they feel he's a fool, but he's not no fool. Just because he doesn't go and run that rat race, try to make somebody else wealthy, doesn't mean he's stupid. See, and I feel this is such a beautiful choice for the fool because he's unconventional. He leads his life the way he wants to lead his life. Every time I pull this card out for somebody else, especially if it's right side up like this, I always ask them, Spirit is calling on you to lead a life of softness. It's now time for you to be creative. It's now time for you to tap into your spirit. It's now time for you to leave that rat race. Your ancestors tired of you getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go make somebody else rich and then working all day. Ain't got no time for the kids. Ain't got no time for joy. Ain't got no time for your husband or your wife. Ain't got no time to even breathe. Your ancestors tired of it. Time for you to lead a soft life. And usually when I see this, like let's say next to one of the ancestor cards, mhm, or let's say the Big Mama card, or let me pull another card. If I see it next to the Carnival Queen, the Big Queen, I'll pull her card out. I know she's not next. Hold on. If I see her this card next to this one. No, I ain't pulled her out yet. She's right here. Then I know for sure. Hold on. I just saw a few cards I can make an example out of, definitely. Where's she at? Hold on. Here she is, the Big Queen. Right there. Here we go. Wait, but hold on. Right there. That Big Queen is the big ancestors, the Agoons. If I see this card right like that, or like that, ancestors telling you they got you. Time to take that chance. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Time to take that chance. They got you. Tired of you working for somebody else. Tired of you being unhappy. So we talked a little bit about him. Girl, let's tell it. We did a whole entire hour. I'm so long-winded. I'm sorry. Just long-winded for no other reason than just to talk. But it's so much concerning hoodoo and conjure. It's so much to learn. Now, mind you, that's Herman, Black Herman. You know Black Herman. Hold on. Let me put it up for you so you can look at it. Black Herman was a major, major magician on the Chitlin circuit, but he was also an incredible conjureman. I'm getting his card now. Incredible conjureman. It was said he knew how to conjure down any angel. Some people even said he knew how to conjure up the devil himself and barter deals with him. Now, mind you, I know Black Herman ain't do that because from what when I was told, him and Bishop H. Mason, they started the Church of God in Christ together. Especially Bishop H. Mason was one of the founders of the Church of God in Christ. But in conjure work, you never can tell. Maybe it's something he did when he was much, much younger. I doubt it though. Hold on. I can't find it. But listen, Black Herman is a magician card. Now, mind you, the card itself, in his right hand, you see that little stick. Now, you may not be able to see it right. I'm going to pull out his card so you can see it correctly. He's pulling up a stick. That stick literally has power all over it. Mhm. It has the word power. Oh, here it is right here. Now, he's pointing down to a drum and sassafras. Hmm. Now, that drum, now some folks say it's sassafras. Some folks say it's actually, here we go. Some folks say it's actually rue. You see him? Now look closely. You see that's power on that stick. I know my card's old, but they show got spirit behind them. You see he's pointed down, what he's pointed down to that drum. That drum is powerful for the bamboo shares, for the fets. You ever been to a bamboo share before? Or mm. See them baby sparrows? They made that nest. Look at them. They're so beautiful. Yeah, the crows are gonna get it. Here we go. Now, at a bamboo or at a fete, they always have the drum. The drum is a heartbeat of that spiritual gathering. When the spirits come down, the ancestors come down to bless us. So they'll choose some people to ride you. They'll choose some people to to walk into, to bless everybody, just temporarily. That drum is the heartbeat of that bamboo the complete heartbeat. He's also pointing down. Then you see that plant. That's now, some folks say that's a sassafras. I think that's a rue. It could be a rue or sassafras. Now, whenever I see this card with Black Hermit, now how I read it intuitively or figuratively, more intuitively, Black Hermit is about magic, but it's about self-esteem, self-importance, and understanding. It depends on the other six cards, the other five cards around it. Let's say if there are a lot of bunch of upside down the cards I have to conjure over that deal with that person not knowing themselves, finding themselves. Because this card is always going to find its way into a deck after that person has done a lot of good work concerning self-value. They've done a lot of good work concerning importance. They've done a lot of spiritual work, a lot of shadow work to make sure that they walk in on solid ground. They're in that moment. Black Herman is asking him to walk into power. He wants them to walk into grace and into understanding of what's inside of them, literally. Mhm. Now, also too, Black Herman means power. But it's not just power; it's the audacity of knowing thyself, to know thyself, to truly know yourself. Being sleight of hand takes a lot of confidence. You have to anticipate what that person feels and sees, and you have to have the confidence to make that illusion sellable. Mhm. There you go. Now hold on. It's one almost an hour. The next one is one of my favorite cards. That who's that? Oh, hello, hi. That's Shelley, Miss Ida. Now, hold on. I'm gonna put it in front screen. Miss Ida is wonderful. She's a little girl in antebellum. Here she goes right here. She's a little girl in antebellum. Now, mind you, she'd be the high priestess. Now, how can a little girl be the high priestess? Mhm. The mind you, I plant is Jersey tea. Hmm. She number 8 or 9, maybe 12. Here she goes. There's so much going on in this card. This baby literally could read anybody. Extremely, extremely talented spiritual reader. Very, very talented. But see, right behind her is that crescent moon. So we begin to understand the reason why she has the power she has. Because that crescent moon is going to represent the nighttime, dealing with the subconscious, dealing behind the subconscious, being in that dream world, in that dream state, in that alpha state, and knowing how to mitigate that high space of the subconscious. She's a child that knows how to tap into the deepest parts of her mind, deepest parts of her spirit, probably because she's an old soul, probably been here 1,000 times. Mhm. Hmm. Also, to remember, she's in whites. Mind you, now the fashion in this card, of course, this will be around about antebellum times, the 1900s. But she can read anybody. Now, when I see this card right side up, I always know that the person I'm talking to has spiritual gifts. There's the innocence behind their gifts. Absolutely. There's an innocence behind it. But also, too, I would want to also understand, because mm, it also, there are also powerful gifts that they had at early on. There is an unlocking of those gifts, beautiful unlocking of them. That happened long before they ever met me. But I would also want to understand now that power is young. It never, not all the time, but it never fails. Why is you scared of it? Are you not tapping into your mojo? Do you know how to? Because that's always going to give an understanding, that sense of fear that's there, a sense of what ifs. What ifs ain't never put no food in nobody's mouth. And it's sure not going to get you anywhere in this world, but put in the ground or wishing you in the ground or in a bad state, lacking with not much or nothing. Stop being fearful. But that this depends on the other cards around it. Definitely. Now, mind you, there's other little cards that also deal with children. We have the Son of Sticks. I believe the Eight of Baskets. There's several cards in this deck that have children on them. Children are the future of our spirit path. And so we love on them and treat them with love and care so they can be as powerful as they want to be. Absolutely. There we go. So that's that one. Oh, child, we probably have an A and a B because it's been over an hour. Ooh, I don't want to be too long because I know y'all must be bored or something. Well, that was that. When we talked about Miss Ida, I'm not gonna forget. Miss Ida was where we left off. Now, what do y'all think? Mm. What do you think about understanding the Hoodoo Tarot card? Now I realize that y'all hey Sister Nina. I do understand that y'all you may have card reading, may do card readings, or maybe oh you're very thankful, honey. You're very grateful, very thank you. I'm very thankful for you. Now, um, hold on. No, not bored at all. Okay. Y'all learning very good. Very good. I try try to be as entertaining as I can, but conjure, especially the learning part of it, can be boring because it's so much information to soak up. Also, too, it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. But thank you, honey. All right, well, since y'all ain't bored, then I'm gonna go to the next one. Then. Oh, I got a little bit more time now. Oh, we just had that one, the Big Queen. Just had her. Big Queen is the Empress card. Now, guess what her flower is? The Jezebel. The Jezebel flower, the Jezebel root is her flower. That Jezebel plant, now if y'all know, that Jezebel root goes about making sure that women they feel absolutely powerful. That Jezebel root will give you back your self-esteem. That Jezebel root, that Jezebel root will go about making sure you feel sure in yourself. That Jezebel root will go about making sure. Let me pull up so maybe you can feel her. You can see her a little bit more. There we go. That Jezebel root will go about making sure that you feel wonderful. Now, mind you, the Jezebel root or Louisiana iris. Y'all know the Jezebel root came from Louisiana. The Louisiana iris grows in most of the bios. Absolutely. Now, what I love about the Big Queen, now depending on how many cards are around her and what type of cards are around her, I always know and understand that means the Egoons. These are major ancestors surrounding this person. Now, mind you, if she's upside down, that means that that person needs to go ahead on and consider talking to their ancestors, asking their ancestors for help and assistance, leaning on their ancestors, or just simple prayer. Have you prayed? Do you know how to pray? Prayer sure would work in your situation. Some people fell off. Our ancestors. Okay, do you mind getting ancestors involved in what you're doing? That show do want to help you, want to guide you. But these are older ancestors. These are the Agoons. I want you to understand if you're tapping into someone who's 15 generations behind your current space right now, understand if that's 15 generations, then that person is responsible, conservatively responsible for over 26,000 people. Not just you, honey. That's why they're called goons. Because not only do they control and or work with our lives, but they hold and mitigate space for us because they mitigate other lives as well. They understand beautifully how to tap into the world around us. Here we go. Now, go out of here. You can see her a little bit more clearly. You see that Black Hawk shrine she got right there? And you see Black Hawk. Where Black Hawk at? Black Hawk is somewhere in this shrine. I know. Oh, he right there. Black Hawk right there. You see him? How she make him out? Look at that. That's Black Hawk. And that shrine inside that clay bowl, that's a prana, palo, a little bit of palo in that little cauldron with the candle and the Black Hawk. You see the chicken foot, stones dedicated to Legua or Papa Legba. But she holds space for all of us. Absolutely. She holds space for you. Take a good look at her. She has the tribal markings on her face. So she's an older ancestor. Every time I see this card, depending on who and why it's for, I always want to understand, what do you want to do? What are you not doing? What are you are doing? Your prayers. Now that's right side up. They're being answered. But there's something that person needs to change in order to really tap into their greatness. It's right there. She says it's so. They want to help. Especially, it depends on the problems that they're coming to the table with me. I'm like, your ancestors right there. But what is you getting in your own way? Because the goons are infamous for letting you step two left feet in front of you, walking around in a circle. They're infamous for letting that happen until you've learned. Hmm. And they'll provide the bare minimums. They're infamous in letting you know, I got you, but you got to do the work, and I'll do the rest. You put forth 1 foot, I put forth four, but you got to put forth 1 foot. You got to do that, and then start the journey, and they'll take care of it. Absolutely. Now, how I read that intuitively, I'm always with feel. Of course, there are goons, higher ancestors, more older ancestors are talking with them. And a lot of times I can feel just who it is or get a semblance of who this person actually is, or people for that matter. Sometimes it's a whole group. Mhm. Now, oh, I just came across that too. Now, hold on. What's 444, y'all? That's John Horse. John Horse was a friend of Black Hawk. Some people say it was his brother. Hold on just a minute. John Horse. Also, too, now I'm going to open that up so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. All right. Now, Black Horse. Now, if you look at that, you can see he's on some type of throne. Now, you may not be able to see it clearly. Here we go. But he's on his own throne. I'll show it to you. Look at him. He's sitting on his own throne. And that's his animal totem, which is that Black Panther right there. You see all them spirits around. You see those two Winchester rifles on his back. He's a warrior, ready to shoot, ready to defend. But that person right there celebrating him, an old Mexican traveler, an old a Mexican spiritual spirit doctor, worshiping him or calling on him. You see all those spirit around him. Every time I see that card right side up with John Horse in a reading, I'm always reminded and brought almost instantly, depending on the other cards around it, that this person has very specific gifts. They're spiritually talented and they're not tapped into it. Or they're spiritually talented and they have tapped into it, but don't know what they're feeling. It makes a difference. The card right set up as an invitation into conjure, an invitation into understanding yourself much better. Mhm. Also, John Horse deals with spiritual protection. I see this card, especially if it's upside. Oh, especially if it's upside down. If I see this, oh, okay. Hey, honey, did she reschedule? I'm sorry, honey. Okay. Oh, I see you, honey. Especially if it's upside down, that may need. Oh, okay, let me check and see. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. I just had somebody hit me up. I need to know I'm not being late to this one. I mean, I'm usually like maybe 5 or 10 minutes late. Usually not late at all, to be quite frank with you. All right, that'll pull up on its own. Now, John Horse also lets us know that we are all spiritual beings to tap into the highest understanding of oneself, always. Now, depending on, no, she's fine. Okay. Yeah, she did reschedule. She sure did for 8:30. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, beautiful. I knew she rescheduled. I felt it. I was wondering how much your precious reading, or should I go to your work website? Oh, oh, honey, I'll leave you the site here. The readings are 90, but if you want a reading up here, I can bring you up here. Send you a link. Like in Clubhouse, that'd be like 45. Now, mind you, the readings on here are basically learning tools. That's why they're a little bit more, a lot more cheaper than the other readings. But a lot of ladies like to have their reading in private. I don't know why, but that's up to y'all. Here we go. I'll put the link up, the link tree up here. Hold on, where's it at? There we go. Hold on. Now where? Oh, there you go. StreamYard right there. There we go. I put the link up in there. There we go. They're a little bit cheaper. I have to wait until I get. Okay. Yeah, they on sale. I'm gonna have to listen, Adele, Sister Natural. You telling me to get some new cards? Yeah, you know what, honey? Um, Child, it's happening. It happens to the best of us. Don't say broke, honey. Don't say broke. Just say, uh, I never say broke, ever. Never say that. What I do say is that money is coming to me and ain't got to me yet. Coming to me. Ain't got here, but the money on its way. Definitely on its way. Absolutely. But yeah, but Black Horse is always John Horse is always gonna let us know that we absolutely temporary out of cash, but it's coming soon. Absolutely. Never say you're broke. But look at him. All that spirit around him. All of it. It's a good card to have if you tap into your spiritual gifts. Hmm. Very good, honey. All right. Hold on. Just a minute, honey. Pardon me. I think that's what somebody else up hit me up for me. Y'all, sometimes it's Grand Central around here. Only because I be on here and then holding space for everybody and then having to go, okay, that's perfect. How lovely. Girl, I be on here, sir, and holding space and then having to do what I gotta do. But listen, as long as we learn what we need to know. All right. As long as we learn what we need to know. Now, that's John Horse. John, now also too, I want y'all to understand. Them hoodoo cards, these hoodoo tarots, you can conjure with them too as well. John Horse is a rarefied spirit in Louisiana, just like Black Hawk. Not as well, not as well. Oh, just hush. There you go, phone. Get on off. Not as well known as Black Hawk, but John Horse is a good spirit to count on. He works fast. He's not timid at what you ask for him to do, and he listens and hearkens to what you need and what you demand. And like Black Hawk, he intercedes. He thinks outside the box. Let's say if you ask Black Hawk for something, say, listen, Black Hawk, you petition him and ask him for something. And if it's not good for you, this is some people in Louisiana, the low country, they don't understand this. Black Hawk can give me what I wanted because you didn't need it. He saw for you better. You asked him for an apartment. You complaining while he done blessed that big house to you. That big house you're living in now. He didn't give me what I wanted though. You're living in a big house now. He may give you more. Some people you just can't please. That's what that be like. You just can't please them at all. All right, y'all. I should list this as number one, part one. Hold on. Now, okay, a part one, because there's gonna be a part two and a part three and a part chair. Also, too, as long with it as I am, Hold on. Let's um we're gonna discuss. Mhm. There we go. There we go. Oh, how lovely. Save changes. There we go. All right, y'all. It's 4:43. It's time to go ahead on and get lunch. I'm tired now. We done talked now for almost 2 hours. Was it a little bit over an hour. We done learned a lot, covered a lot, learned a lot. Now y'all to learn how to, of course, going to get go for dust, dealing with people without skin, dealing with spirit in the graveyard, cemetery. That's worth it. Then listen, that's worth the price of admission. Um, you learn a whole entire lot. Um, I'll be back on later. I probably will be back on a little bit later to finish up part two. Well, not to finish it, but to continue with part two. Um, there's a lot to know about the Hoodoo Tarot. It's a lot to understand, and it's a lot to take in. But I'll try my very best to break it off as best as I can to give you exactly what you need and how you need it to make sure that you're familiar with Low Country Conjure. Low Country, Louisiana Conjure. I was going to say, well, Louisiana Conjure, but honey, Low Country Conjure anywhere across the Deep South that you understand what you need and how to get it. It makes a difference. It really, truly does. So listen, y'all be good. Take care of yourself. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Um, I got work to do. I'm gonna be on Clubhouse. I'm about ready to eat a little something to get on Clubhouse for a little bit. Talk to the other brothers and sisters in the gathering. Y'all, I'm gonna learn how to schedule these rooms a whole day ahead of time so y'all can have time to get your popcorn. Most of all, your notes and your papers. Take your notes. And then also too, my presentation will be a little bit better because I want in these hour-long videos, I want to do everything. I want to tap into everything. A little 30 minutes on here, 30 minutes on here, 30 minutes on here. Cover a lot of space. I'm working on it. But listen, be good. Also, too, later on the night, probably early, late. If y'all want to know about celebrity scandal and gossip, now this is learning. This is a learning space. But some of y'all met me, just me tapping in psychically to what's going on with these funny, crazy, this famous people. Because I be knowing, and mind you, like you did on Nosy Ho, understand something. That Beyonce, when we said on her live, for her, that's she need to sell it. She need to put her hair out there and wash her hair and show people how she use her own products. Child, we talked about that in that live. Did Beyonce not do that? Because they've been telling her for about a year, about 6 months, 7, 8 months. After I said it, it took about a week. And she posted it. And also too, Hunter, Wendy Williams' husband, after I divulged that about Black China, now he talking about her. hmm that was 2 days later. Yeah, because everybody be watching Nosy. Everybody watch her. That baby's loved. Now she believed me. I bet you she believed me now, don't she? I bet you she believed me. Everybody loved that baby. She didn't know it. Bet she know it now though. I'll help you find some shit out. I'll help you find it out. Hey, Asha. Hi, honey. I'll help you find it out. hmm And now Kevin Hunter with his old, I'm not going to say nothing. This is not the space for that. Bless him and bless his new wife and their babies. Bless a beautiful, beautiful family. Hmm. I hope he going to look out for Wendy. Wendy need it. I think he is. Because he still got love. I feel that psychically. He still got love for her. And everybody taking advantage of her. Kevin gonna make sure that don't happen for his son. He loved that boy and loved Wendy too in his own way. He still got love for that lady. He watched to see what I'm telling you. Kevin Hunter. But he mentioned Black China. He let you, Kevin, Mr. Hunter, if you ever see this, you probably won't. You ain't gotta say it. I said it and knows it's live. I know what the Black China did. Feeding Winnie them drugs. I know what she did. You ain't gotta say it. I did. Our Wendy's doing okay. I hope we get a third part if I follow up on. I hope so too. I hope we get a third part. Oh, we should get back on the gossip show. I miss Wendy early in the morning when I'm having my pancakes and my biscuits. Girl, all them starches and sugars. I miss them. Dude, listen, I have my homemade biscuits and my molasses and butter and my little 4 or 5 fried eggs and my sweet tea in the morning or a nice sweet coffee. Here come Whitney, Wendy, 10:30. There she is, and I'm hungry. I get to have my gossip and fill my belly. Girl, I'm laughing, 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 and eating, eating, eating. I'm in heaven, and there's nobody that can do it like Wendy. Do I feel psychically that she's going to get back where she needs to be? It's going to take some time. I don't think she's interested anymore. But if she gets healthy, because see, Wendy makes money for people, she'll find another, the same Miramar, the same production company. They'll back her again if they know she's reliable. They know they can make money off of her, and they know we love her. If she wants to, she can. We're gonna pray for her and get her on top because they ready. If Wendy got healed right now, and it took about a month to get right, and if she showed up in the office at Miramar, I'm ready. Not Miramar, but her production company. Just Miramar, what the hell? If not there, but they showed them production company and said, I'm ready. They back her immediately because they know they're gonna make tons of money off of her. Tons. Everybody love her. You know what? I put the 2 tablespoons in my water in a plastic bowl, left on my bed for 2 days. The water was clear. What does that mean? That means you're doing good. But how did you feel? 2 tablespoons of was it sea salt? That's sea salt. You need sea salt to really do that good work. Not regular salt, because regular salt not gonna work. Sea salt, regular salt not gonna work, honey. It's not gonna do what it need to do. Is sea salt? Now the water was clear. Yeah, but how'd you feel? Keep working it. Keep working that holy water under your bed. Keep working it. Keep working it, honey. It's probably good. Good, but I noticed that my partner was restless because it's getting stuff off of him or her, getting stuff off of him. Hmm. That old negative mojo wasn't comfortable. Well, I don't care if you ain't comfortable. So get on out of here. Absolutely, honey. Also, too, mm, pardon me. Was it in the middle of your bed? Because it got to be in the middle under your bed. He's going through a lot. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot off of him. Yeah. Put the middle under your bed. Everybody, that's 2 tablespoons of sea salt, 32 ounces of water in a plastic, glass, or ceramic bowl. Put that under the middle of your bed, under the bed. Take it out every 2 to 3 days. I'm coming. Stop fussing at me. Take it out yeah, every 2 to 3 days. And replace it right back with clean salt water. It will make sure you manifest better. It will heal you. You will feel good. Those of you that are depressed, that are in a middle depression, that feel discombobulated, you feel like you're losing your mind. This is the start of healing for you. Give it a week. The next day, you're going to feel wonderful or you're going to feel better. Give it a week, you're going to feel like your old self. And don't stop it. Just because you've, well, I feel good, I don't need to do it no more. Yes, you do. Make it a part of your life. Mm, hmm. You hear me? All right, listen, y'all be good. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you. Do I need to add anything else to that thing? Probably not. Listen, thank you so much for your time. I'm very grateful for you. And I'm going to be back on, if not later on, I'm going to leave. I'm going to schedule rooms, which is amazing. Just schedule them. Well, this is a video. Okay, I'll do it tonight. Thank you. You're very welcome, honey. You're wonderful. Very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. You're very welcome, JS. Y'all be good. Take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye, everybody. And thank you again. I love you. Bye bye.